We're in one of the most remote parts of the Scottish Highlands. There's nothing around here for miles and miles, not a grocery store in sight, yet the food is out of this world. No, they're not trucking it in from some big city. They're growing it, they're catching it, they're foraging it, right here on the reserve. This is Allerdale Wilderness Reserve, 23,000 protected acres, so far from civilization that if you fancy a fresh, ripe tomato, you better grow it yourself, which is exactly what Allerdale does, along with dozens of other fruits and vegetables. This is easier said than done here, deep in the Highlands, where it's common to experience 4 seasons in a single day. This is a place where you can't force nature into submission. You have to work with it. And in this case, you get some help from some beautiful trout. Aquaponics is a symbiotic relationship between fish and plants. The fish waste creates nutrients for the plants, and in turn, the plants purify the water. That means food grown without any chemical fertilizers. Each day, the chef walks over from the lodge and hand-picks the menu. You want to talk about farm to table? The carbon footprint for this menu is literally 0 miles. Allerdale is meant to feel like a home. You dine family style. And play games in the sitting room. You curl up with a book and pause to watch Highland cattle pass by the window. Beyond the kitchen gardens, the reserve offers so many edible treasures of its own. Wild berries, rare mushrooms, and fragrant plants that we foraged with a local expert.
I've heard so many times coming out into the glen, oh, look how barren it is. I could never survive out here. And yet, in the space of 2 meters, in a glen that covers 23,000 acres, we've already found several species that would keep us alive and well in the worst of weathers.
It's tempting to call this place untouched, but these hills were once part of the great woods of Caledonia, where wolves and lynx and wild boar roamed free. Over the centuries, these glens were stripped bare for timber and agriculture. It's impossible to recover everything that's been lost, but Allerdale is a rare place of active restoration. They've planted over 1 million native trees. Reintroduced red squirrels. There's a wildcat breeding program, and yes, you can even see them up close. Restoration regeneration, rewilding. These are not just words here. They're Allerdale's DNA.